I'm doing here today is a Demonology Warlock guide. Now this is just from my perspective, my talents that I've chosen, my glyphs that I've chosen, the way I've decided to spec and gear and macro. And yes, so I'm just gonna get right into this. First thing is first. Specializations. Demonology Warlocks. As a Demonology Warlock, the main things you're going to have to focus on will be your Metamorphosis, your pets, as well as managing your Demonic Fury. Okay. Now, I'm just going to take a quick look at the talents. First talent is Harvest Life. Drains life from all enemies within 15 yards of the target, causing 7,539 shadow damage, and restoring 3 to 4.5% of the caster's total health every 0.95 seconds. Lasts 5.72 seconds. Not only that, but if you choose Demonology, it actually generates a impressive chunk of Demonic Fury, if you can find a large group of people. But it generates 10 Demonic Fury per second, plus 3 Demonic Fury per secondary target. So just by using this, you can increase your Demonic Fury by a large chunk, do a considerable amount of damage. Like, just by itself it pulls about 15k DPS, which isn't much, but it will do for a starter. Plus it keeps you alive. So that is Harvest Life. The other two challenges you could choose is Dark Regeneration and Soul Leech. Soul Leech is getting changed next patch, or this patch, depending on when this finally gets uploaded. But right now it heals you and your pet for 10% of the damage dealt. I don't like this one just because it'll heal you for about 1,000 to 2,000 damage per hit, which isn't as much as this one, which is about, look at that, a minute? So this kind of feels more like a survivability one, as well as one which will increase DPS in AoE mobs, as well as give you more Demonic Fury. My second talent choice is Mortal Coil. Causes the enemy target to run in horror for 3 seconds. The caster restores 15% of their maximum health. Life touch away from my health. Okay, and then 60,000 heal. It's not a bad thing. It replaced Death Coil. For those of you who don't know, Death Coil was a Warlock ability to begin with. But it replaced Death Coil on that one. It's impressive if you're doing single target PvP, arenas, or if you just need a boost. Shadow Fury and Howl of Terror are nice, and that's lovely, bro. Just get him away. Are both nice for AoE packs. So I suppose that'd be nice, and goddamn it, I hate people like this. They'd be nice in certain aspects. Okay, now you're just being a dick. I apologize for my foul language. Anyway, they're both good for AoE packs, etc, etc, etc. Sorry, I'm getting messaged. I'll have to just, there we go. Next one is Sacrificial Pact. Sacrifices 25, blah blah blah. Your demon sacrifices half of its current health to shield its master for 200% of the sacrificed health. If you have no demon at that point, then it'll sacrifice your health instead. But pretty much, sacrifices half your pet health, and you get a shield for double that amount. I do like the effect on this, it's very nice. The other two options are Dark Bargain and Soul Link. All of these are survivability talents. So Dark Bargain just prevents all damage but puts a dot on you which deals half the total damage done to you as a dot. And Soul Link is just, it splits the damage and healing between you and your pet. Level 60 talents. Blood Fear. This is pretty much an instant cast fear. It sacrifices 10% of your total HP, but it allows you to fear the target, causing them to run in terror for 20 seconds. This is of course reduced in PvP, but it works for the time being. Next is Grimoire of Service. I'll show that one to you guys in a bit, but pretty much what it does is it summons a second demon to fight for you for 20 seconds. Pretty straightforward. And then finally Manaroth's Fury, which just increases the range of your AoE spells by 500. So yeah, those are the talents that I've chosen. Whether or not you want to use those is up to you. But yeah. As for glyphs, I chose Glyph of Healthstone, which just increases the amount of healing you receive by your health stones by an extra 100%, but in turn makes it a heart. So it goes from a 20% straight out increase to your health to a 40% increase in health. Heals you 40% of your total 40% of your total health over 10 seconds. Glyph of Demon Training just increases your pet's abilities. For mine it just increases the amount of health that my Felguard has, which means I get a bigger shield of sacrificial health. And then Glyph of Imp Swarm, which I'll also show to you in a minute, basically summons 5 wild imps. Each imp increases your demonic fury gained, and yeah, I'll show you guys that one in a bit. My next one is Eye of Kilrog. Glyph of Eye of Kilrog pretty much means you can fly in areas where you can normally fly using the Eye of Kilrog, and you can put your portal down using it. So yeah, that's one of my interesting glyphs in PvP, which people seem to hate on. Next we have Glyph of Shadowbolt, which pretty much just splits your Shadowbolt into 3 attacks. Which I chose this one in particular because each one of your Shadowbolts has a chance to crit individually, so you can increase your crit chance by doing it. I'm not sure if this is correct, but I do know that in the end it hits for about the same amount. Well, I just found myself doing DPS with this one, so I chose this one. And Glyph of the Falling Meteor. Glyph of Falling Meteor? Glyph of Falling Meteor. I'll explain this one to you guys. Okay. Say in a PvP situation you get knocked off the lumber mill or something like that. So you're falling and you're gonna die. Glyph of Meteor Slam, Glyph of Falling Meteor, turns your Demon Leap into a Meteor Slam, which absorbs all damage that you would take, and instead allows you to slam down and do that amount of damage you're going to do to the person or a target that you land on. This one is kind of buggy for me at the moment, but I'll just see how that goes in the end.
You cannot command me.
Finally, what I've chosen to go with is most of the time I will just stack up on mastery, which might seem like an odd choice, but mastery actually increases the amount of damage you do while in your demon form. And because it's a demonology warlock, I figured you'd be in your demon form most of the time. Using this coupled with some of the other trinkets and other abilities you can get, you can actually do a fair amount of damage. So I'm just peeking around everywhere. Anyway, I promised you I'd show you the Grimoire and the Phalamps. So this here is called the Burst Macro. I wanted to call it the one-shot macro, but I figured after 5.0 it was no longer a one-shot macro, and so I changed the name from one-shot macro to burst macro. This is the burst macro. It uses the trinket. You basically use that trinket there, which increases spell power by 4,000. Activate Metamorphosis. Activate my Dark Soul, which increases mastery by 18,000. Basically, popping this doubles your DPS output. Grimoire Felguard, which pretty much summons a second Felguard to fight with me. Unending Resolve there, which means I'm uninterruptible. No one can interrupt me. It also reduces all damage taken by 40%. So that's good. Hellfire, which at the moment doesn't work that much, and Curse the Elements, which doesn't work that well. But everything up to there works. So yeah, I'll try and see if I can put a link to the link of the macro below. So yeah. First I'm just going to start showing myself because this thing is getting annoying. And then I'm going to try out this. 3, 2, 1.
Don't waste my time.
So yeah, all in all I managed to reach a maximum of about, my apologies, bleh. I managed to reach a maximum of 60,000 DPS using that macro. Something which isn't on that macro, which I think should be, is pop Imp Swarm, pop either your Doomguard or your Infernal, depending on whether or not you want to do AoE or single target DPS. And yeah, I suppose that's all I really have for the Warlock Demonology Guide. So I suppose this will be my signing off.
Stay optimistic.
See you guys.
Oh.